Emeka Egbuka. All the talk the past couple seasons has been about Marvin Harrison, and yeah, he's a problem. But Emeka Egbuka is also a pretty good player. He came to Ohio State as a 5-star prospect and also the #1 receiver in the 2021 class, so his name was already well known as soon as he touched campus. He joined a very crowded receiver room as a freshman and didn't see much action. In his sophomore season, however, he exploded and put up 1,150 yards and 10 touchdowns. His coaches and teammates have all praised his impressive toughness and ability to play and excel in many different alignments on offense. Based on all the stats and opinions on him, he seems like a guaranteed top pick. But we gotta take a look at the film. Before we get into the film session, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more football content, and please let me know which NFL or college football player you want to see me analyze in the next video. Egbuka is a great athlete and he's got good speed and quickness. On this first play, he's going to be running a post route from the slot. Defense is playing with 2 high safeties, splitting the field in halves as they're running a cover 2 look. The sideline DB and inside DB are playing in and out, breaking routes from the slot, while the safety is playing over the top. The post route is perfect against this coverage, and since Egbuka is so fast, it works just as intended. The safety starts to drift to the sideline due to his responsibility, and Emeka uses his speed to gain leverage and stack the corner, makes a nice catch over the middle, and gets his team a big gain. His athletic profile makes him tough to cover from the slot. Here he's facing cover 2 man, and he's running a quick in route. The other routes open up the inside of the field for him. Slants and in-breaking routes seem to be his best, as he can steer away from contact and use his athletic ability. This is another example where Ohio State uses Egbuka's athletic ability to expose the weak point in the defense. He also excels when he's working under another receiver's route. He's great at manipulating defenses with timing and rhythm. Here he lulls the defense to sleep, and then he uses his explosiveness to dart up the field and get open. Really impressive ability to go from 0 to 100, and that is something that can be used in a lot of offensive route combinations. On this route, he's awarded immediate inside leverage, which is great. He doesn't need to face any contact, and that's where he does best. He darts up the field and does well to duck his shoulder when breaking inside, and gets very open, creating an easy throw for CJ Stroud. He can also win on go routes down the field with his speed. He's good at tracking deep balls and has very good hands as he hauls in a pass over the shoulder here. It makes it look pretty easy. Here's another example of him working under in a route concept and using his quickness. Space is created by flooding the route towards Egbuka's defender, and the distance just can't be made up quick enough for a guy like that, so it turns into an easy pitch and catch. Now on to some concerns. Egbuka is going to be running what seems like a wheel route, but then he's going to break inside and he's working against a linebacker. The thing is, Emeka isn't great at selling routes. He gets outside leverage and is working against a slower defender than him. He also tends to slow down his routes before heavy breaks, which is a heavy tell and allows defenders to get in front of him, which happens on this play. And when he's working downfield against off coverage, he doesn't know how to attack. He closes the distance but doesn't attack the defender's feet, and instead always does this hop step move that kills his momentum and allows defenders to put hands on him. It just doesn't make sense for a guy as athletically gifted and shifty as him to be failing in this area. He also really doesn't switch up his release or stem and uses the same quick stutter on most of his routes. This causes him to be predictable and leads to tighter passing windows. Here's another example where he's lazy selling the route and doesn't adjust to the coverage, and it ends up leading to a dangerous throw. It's the same way he would run this route if he was manned up. Elite receivers have variants of their routes based on what the defense does. Egbuka still needs to develop that. And then lastly, as a blocker, he's inconsistent. He doesn't always look like he wants to block. He needs to work on engaging with more of an attitude. Again, his blocking just needs more effort. I think it's something that can definitely improve though with some more experience and maturity in football. So there's the film. I think Egbuka is a good prospect. He primarily plays the slot. He has great explosiveness and quickness on his routes and can manipulate coverage with different tempos. He tracks the ball well and has very sure hands. He still needs to develop his route running and needs to sell routes better, as well as attack downfield coverage more effectively. He was often hid from physical coverage and was hindered by it when he faced it. He also needs to show more consistent effort, especially as a blocker. Overall, he's a good weapon and a good football player. To become elite from the slot, he still needs to work on his route running and releases. And his lack of success with press coverage does make me question him a bit. And because of some of these deficiencies, I'm not sure how high I'll be able to pick him. His junior year is really going to be important. At the moment, I see him as a mid-first, late-first, maybe even early second-round type of guy. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think about Egbuka in the comments below. And yeah, man, I'm out.